Hello, everyone, and welcome to the JesterCast. Nice to have you all here today. How you doing? Hope you're doing pretty good. And oh, well, this was gonna be a solo stream, but it looks like not anymore. Hey, Jack.
Hello. Oh, hey, what's up?
Not much, not
Wait,
much. What's up
uh-oh.
with you?
Testing, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, thank God. Uh, yeah, no, I was afraid we were still getting interference because actually the power's been kind of flaky today because of the rain. I don't know.
Yeah, I get ya.
Seems to be stable now. I was a little worried because we actually had a blackout about half an hour ago.
Oh
But
shit.
yeah, well, that is why I indicated on the royal announcements that I was going to be late because I didn't think the blackout would last that long, which
Hmm.
thankfully didn't. But I don't know if it could happen again though.
All right.
But anyway, yeah, just a little heads up from me up on that front.
Yeah, I get ya. The funny thing is, I actually hit live a while ago because I was totally expecting. Okay, it looks like I'm doing a solo stream, and then the moment I did, I was like, "Hello, welcome to JesterCast." Wait, shit, Jack's in the lobby.
Gets made just in the nick of time.
Yep.
Oh wait, guess what's in the lobby?
Oh my god. Is it? Is it? Oh. Hello,
Hey
Sweet.
guys,
Hey, sweat.
how's it hanging?
Hey, all right. I'm just bursting out laughing because I
All
was
right. Besides the blood rushing to my head.
I was totally expecting to do a solo stream because I wasn't expecting anyone to show up,
What?
and then I saw checking the lobby. I was like, "Fuck!"
What were you gonna do for a solo stream?
I don't know. I was just riding by the seat of my pants.
I can see that.
But
Hang
honestly,
on,
you guys probably saved my skin. I was probably just gonna
hang on.
do. I was probably gonna do something boring like I don't know, read on my books. And who wants to go to a podcast to hear someone read? Well, I mean,
You know,
yeah, I realized I kind of screwed myself when I realized that the moment I said it, I was like, wait, we do podcasts all the time where we read scripts. Well, that's boring when it's just one person.
well, I mean, depends. I mean, it could also be an opportunity for you to, make up some voices on the spot. Test your, I don't know, voice set. I don't know. I don't know what the proper term should be.
I mean, fair, 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 fair. Well, now I have to change the title again. The original title was solo performance. Now I have to change the solo turn duo, and
What
now I
was
have to change the solo turn duo turn trio.
it?
Ugh. Best start to a stream ever. High note. That's what we're starting on.
There you go.
Well, I suppose now that goes into what we'll be doing today. Because the original plan was for me to do like another episode of Friends and maybe another episode of Doctor Who, but the whole thing with Cat's rehearsals. Oh yeah, I should probably say for those not aware, Cat will probably be unable to make it from streams from now on, at least for a little bit, because she is going to be in a musical.
Woo!
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations to Cat.
So how have all you guys been doing?
Been pretty good, pretty good.
Been all right for a Monday.
Yeah, for a Monday. So what do you guys want to do?
The same thing we should have been doing every night.
So what do you guys want to do?
Try to take over the world.
Gee, Brian, are you sure you want to take over the world? I cannot do Pinky's voice.
Oh, I can.
Right?
No.
You sure you want to take the world?
You
Okay,
guys
can
are
do
better
that.
at it than I do.
Yeah, I love doing those voices.
Oh, guys,
Pinky, are you?
yeah.
Are
Listen,
you?
I might have to cut.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. It sounds like.
Oh, I was about to say I might leave. Yeah, I was just about to say I might leave for a few minutes to shovel off some snow real quick, but I will be back.
Okay.
Okay.
So don't start all the fun without me. So be right back.
All right.
Awesome.
Gee, Chuck, what do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. I mean, Court. Shit. Sorry. uh, well, Mondays. Am I right?
I hate Mondays.
Yeah, Mondays suck, but I especially hate my Mama Dunce days.
I could really go for some enchiladas. Hi, John. It's me, Gazorpazorpfield. Boy, fuck you, John.
Jeez, Gazorpazorp Field, come on.
You dumb, stupid, weak, white guilt, milquetoast piece of human garbage.
Jeez, Gazorpazorp Field. I mean, you've taken things pretty far, but this is this is pretty bad.
I don't give a fuck. I'm Gazorpazorp fucking Field. Now give me my goddamn enchiladas. Is that gonna be what we're doing while we're waiting for Sweat to get back? Just quote pieces from Interdimensional Cable? Rule number
Interdimensional
one,
cable or
get out of my
anything
personal
else
space.
that comes to mind.
Rule number two, stay out of my personal space. Rule number three, don't touch my personal space. Oh, God. Oh, my God. What's another going on? Oh. I'm the eyeball man! Give me back my eye holes!
Oh, all right, found it. I'm Anson My Eyes Johnson here at Anson My Eyes Johnson Electronics. I mean, there's so many ants in my eyes, and there's so many TVs, microwaves, radios. I think I can't. I'm not 100% sure what we have in stock because I can't see anything. Our prices, I hope, aren't too low.
Oh, God, yes. Hi, Faith. You have a question? What's your question?
Oh, you know what I've always wanted to do?
What?
No. Go with Faith's question.
Uh,
I'm
she
still
just
looking
says
it
she
up.
has a question, but she hasn't asked it yet. So what is it you want to do?
Oh.
Come on, tell.
Huh? Wait, are you asking what's the question or what is
I'm
it
asking you
that...
what is it you wanted to do?
Sorry,
Because
I
you
didn't
asked the
quite hear.
question, and I was waiting for you to give me the answer to the question you were
Oh.
asking.
Sorry, I thought you were you were talking to Faith. No, since we were quoting things and going on rants, actually I'm not even sure we already did it in a past stream, but since we were doing quotes, I always wanted to do the whole Pepe Sylvia monologue from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah, I don't think we've ever done that.
Hmm. Let me see if I can find the entire monologue.
All right. If push comes to shove,
Ooh,
we can always
found
go.
it.
Oh, okay, awesome.
I hope I can remember. I hope I can generate this. This company's being built like a stuffed pig, Mac. And I got a paper trail to prove it. Check this out. Take a look at this. And that right there is the mail. Now let's talk about the mail. Can we talk about the mail, please, Mac? I've been dying to talk about the mail with you all day, okay? Pepe Sylvia. His name keeps coming up over and over and over again. Every day, Pepe's mail is getting sent back to me. Pepe Sylvia, Pepe Sylvia. I look at the mail. Well, this whole box is Pepe Sylvia. So I say to myself, I gotta find this guy. I gotta go up to his office. I gotta put his mail in the guy's goddamn hands. Otherwise, he's never gonna get it. It's gonna keep coming back down here. So I go up to Pepe's office, and what do I find out, Mac? What do I find out? There is no Pepe Sylvia. The man does not exist, okay? So I decided, oh, shit, buddy, I gotta dig a little deeper. There's no Pepe Sylvia. You gotta be kidding me. I got boxes full of Pepe. All right, so I start marching my way down to Carol in HR. And I knock on the door and I say, Carol! Carol! I gotta talk to you about Pepe. And when I open the door, what do I find? There's not a single goddamn desk in that office. There is no Carol in HR. Heck, half the employees in this building have been made up. This office is a goddamn ghost town.
Oh my god, that was beautiful. Oh my god.
Not to get gross, but I ended up spitting all over my laptop. Ugh.
Uh, ooh. Actually, that reminds me of one thing I've always wanted to do on stream. I'm not sure if I've ever done it before, but do you remember that one scene from Freakazoid where it was like, you want to see something strange and mystical? And Freakazoid just goes on that giant tirade?
I think he's had at least several. Which one are you talking about?
It was the one was like, it was like I mean, I guess I could just say it. And then say it gave me an idea. And it's like, you want to see something strange and mystical? No! Get out of here with that watch game, Leah! Jeez! You're a creep! Go away! We were having a good time till they shut up the achievements! Ooh! Go have some coffee with cream or something, please.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Oh, oh god, I love it. Hey, Freakazoid, you want to see a bear riding a unicycle?
Do I? I'm not sure if that's what he says.
Well, I'm sure he says it like one time.
Mm.
Oh god. In fact, it's just be this entire stream, just us quoting our favorite memes.
Mm.
And going off of that, this would be the great chance for us to see if our steamed hams has improved.
Ooh. 1 second. I mean, should we bring the script, or are we trying to do this from memory?
I mean, I've seen that scene so many times. I don't think I even need the script anymore. But like, you can get the script if you feel you need it.
Okay. Because I don't know. It's been a while for me. I'm not sure if I can remember all of it, but okay, I think I found it. Who's who?
I kind of want to be Seymour.
All right, go for it. Well, Seymour, I made it, despite your directions.
Oh, Superintendent Chalmers, welcome. I hope you're prepared for an unforgettable luncheon.
Yeah.
No, ye gods! My roast is ruined! But what if I were to purchase fast food and disguise it as my own cooking? Ho 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 ho! Delightfully devilish, Seymour.
Oh, are we also doing a theme song, or
The scanner with great explanations. The superintendent's gonna need medication when he hears
should we just
scanners.
skip
Ladies,
that?
observations, travel in town tonight.
Seymour!
Superintendent, I was just stretching my calves on the windowsill. Isometric exercise. Care to join me?
Why is there smoke coming out of her oven, Seymour?
Oh, that isn't smoke. It's steam. Steam from the steamed clams we're having. Mmm, steamed clams. Whew. Superintendent, I hope you're ready for mouth-watering hamburgers.
I thought we were having steamed clams.
Oh no, I said steamed hams. That's what I call hamburgers.
You call hamburgers steamed hams?
Yes, it's a regional dialect.
Uh-huh. What region is that?
Upstate New York?
Really? Well, I'm from Utica, and I've never heard anyone use the phrase steamed hams.
Oh, not in Utica, no, it's an Albany expression.
I see. You know, these hamburgers are quite similar to the ones they have at Krusty Burger.
Oh no, patented scare burgers, old family recipe.
Or steamed hams.
Yes.
Yes, and you call them steamed hams despite the fact that they are obviously grilled.
I, you know that one thing excuse me for 1 second.
Of course.
Oh, well, that was wonderful. Good time was had by all. I pooped.
Yes, I should be. Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Aurora Borealis?
Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Yes.
May I see it?
No. Oh, you want to take Seymour's mother?
Seymour!
Oh,
The house is on fire!
no, mother, it's just the Northern Lights.
Well, Seymour, you are an odd fellow, but I must say, you steam a good ham. Help! Help!
Oh my. All from memory.
I applaud you, sir, because I was reading off the script.
That either tells me I am really good at memorizing things, or I've seen it so many times that I just have no life.
Well, that's kind of the deal with me and the. What was it between me and my friends when we're quoting from the Dragon Ball Z Abridged series?
Are you a Yoshi? Can I ride you?
Oh wait, that's right. He said before that. He said, "Yes, Goku."
You know, you guys are
Hi,
the reason
I'm
why I go
Nappa.
to therapy.
Oh, Krillin. Hi, I'm Nappa. That's Vegeta. He was a prison bitch.
Mahogany.
Oh my god.
Look who suddenly ran out of options.
What was that one from again?
I can't remember. All I know is it was said by Popo.
Oh, right. The taking Bulma to see the Kami ship. That's right.
Yeah. What else? What other good lines? Oh yeah, that one from Frieza. That's stupid. You're stupid. Stop being stupid.
Or maybe I'm just being rhetorical.
I'm just having some OJ. Now it's apple juice. Now it's beer. Yay, beer.
You already there, Mr. McGucket?
Excellent.
I'm back.
We were quoting lines from Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Oh. Oh man, for a second you sounded like Mr. McGucket from Gravity Falls.
Oh yeah, I love doing his voice.
Not wrong.
Yeah, long dick like a giraffe.
The old prospector.
Oh, donkey spill. Banjo polish.
One of my favorite lines to quote is from The Princess Bride. It's that the miracle worker and his wife. I'm not going to my wife. That's always my favorite bit of the movie besides the
I think my favorite part
Oh
from
my god.
The
Very
Princess
good.
Bride
Every
would
time.
definitely have to be that one bit where it's like, no more rhymes now, I mean it. Anybody want a peanut?
Ah! Oh, this was really funny. You guys would know Adult Swim, right?
Yeah.
So they did this. They did this really funny skit with Bleach. Hello, I'm Ichigo Kurosaki. You killed my father. Bankai. Or something
Nice.
like I don't know Ichigo's full name. It's been a long, long, long time since I watched Bleach.
I want to say it's either Kurosaki or Kurosaka, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably one of the two. But oh my gosh, I laugh so hard at that because that is like the one quintessential movie in this household that we have to watch whenever it's on.
Of course.
It's one of my favorite movies to watch besides The 13th Warrior.
Mm.
The what?
13th Warrior.
Hmm.
That movie came out in 1999, starring Antonio Banderas.
Okay, that I'm thinking of something else. Bless you.
That is,
Thanks.
what's really funny, I think I mentioned this the first time I came on your stream, was that it's the one movie my dad both loves and hates. Hates it because I will mirror every single line in that movie word for word, and it pisses him off. You know when you know a movie so well, you know all the lines?
Yeah.
That's me. And I watched that show a lot I watched that movie a lot when I was a kid.
Hmm.
I know it's gruesome. It's gruesome, but it didn't have any nude scenes, so violence is okay.
Hmm.
I have to admit, it is a good movie.
Hmm. Is it one of those movies that kind of gained a cult following afterward, or?
Not really. It's actually based off a Michael Owen. Who's the writer? Who's the one who wrote the book Jurassic Park?
Alexa, who wrote the book Jurassic Park?
Okay.
The book Jurassic Park was written by Michael Crichton.
Michael Crichton.
Michael Crichton.
Thank you. Book Eaters of the Dead.
Hmm.
It's actually a pretty darn good book. And I've actually listened to the Jurassic Park book, and I have to say, after watching both the movie and reading the book, both are pretty darn good at. I'm talking about the original Jurassic Park, not the remake.
Yeah.
I do keep forgetting half the time that Jurassic Park did start out as a book first.
Yeah, I can see that. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, I remember learning about it years later.
Mm.
When I heard about it being a book, I kept putting it off until like, ooh, maybe I should listen to it now since Jurassic World's coming out. It's like, I don't know, something to do.
Hmm.
Oh, guys, I found something really cool. I'm putting it in the VC chat. It's a link. Tell me you would not like a room like those.
Let me see.
All right, it's in the chat.
A little bit mixed on it.
I'm a fantasy person, so I love anything that feels like it's out of either Lord of the Rings or just something out of fantasy. Bean, that's the one I like the most.
Hmm.
It's very simplistic, but it's like I like the simplicity of it. And then let's see, 1, 2, 3, fourth picture. That's another
Yes.
one I like.
Mm.
Yeah, I would go for the fourth one.
Yeah.
Fourth or fifth? The fifth one I like because of the jellyfish lanterns.
Those are
Well,
pretty neat.
the bottom one not so much because that kind of just feels weird and a little too dark.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like ants are crawling around in that one.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, like the second one, it feels more like an herb garden, so it would smell like fresh herbs or at least bark.
Mm,
And but the third one though, the third one I kind of like too, because it kind of feels like you're in like an elven tree or a fairy hollow.
it looks exactly like something from the set off Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it does.
Like Frodo waking up.
I know, right? But that's what I kind of like about it. That's what I kind of like about these is that it feels that way.
Hmm.
All right.
Mm,
Ooh.
just cracked my neck.
Hmm.
Feel, it feels better now. You know when you twist your neck in a way and it just pops,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
especially especially like right down the spine.
Oh, I haven't had one of those in a while. I mean,
You
probably
know
good.
what's
It means I'm okay, but I don't know. It feels nice though.
I know. You know what I find really fascinating is that when you're in like it's when you're in high school and grade school and you're sitting in your desk and your chair is at that right point in your back that you can lean back and it just pops your spine.
Hmm.
Yeah, I find it so weird. You don't find chairs like that anymore. You don't find the chair that sits right in the middle of your back so you can like push back and just feel your back pop.
Yeah.
I guess they were designed that way for kids to help them because they know they're going to be sitting there for hours.
Yeah.
I honestly think that's not really a good thing for kids there for hours.
Yeah.
Putting kids in those kinds of chairs is
Honestly,
like how you give kids early arthritis.
no kidding.
Ugh.
Honestly, I think it's better if you like have once in a while just get them to stand up and just like stretch.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
isn't that
I
what
mean,
recess
unless
is
you're
for?
taking a test, I really don't see the need why you got to.
Not in high school anymore. It's like the only time you can have quote unquote recess is if you're on lunch.
Yeah, I remember that.
Sad part is like recess was always nice, but it's like much.
No, not much. Or it was the only time you had to do some cram homework.
Oh yeah. Like if there's like your next class and you had to like really like finish up like that one last question or something.
Or the whole assignment if you forgot to do it.
Don't I know it? Oh my gosh. So what were you guys talking about earlier before I left?
We were mostly just like quoting memes that we really enjoy. Enjoy like we read through Steamed Hams. Chuck did this amazing monologue from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which in my opinion he mastered.
Oh my gosh.
It was the Pepe Sylvia one.
Oh, my brother loved that show.
Really?
And then after that, we were just like quoting our favorite lines from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Say, I think I'd argue that watching Dragon Ball Z Abridged is better than watching the actual Dragon Ball Z because when you really get down to it, hundreds of episodes are just nothing.
True enough. And
Yeah.
a lot of times they actually do cut out a lot of good stuff that is really, really funny.
Hmm.
And let's not forget, it's Dragon Ball Z was the one who gave us that. It's over 9,000. What?
It's over 9,000.
Oh, there was like one. No, this one makes me laugh so much. Okay, so you know the old meme involving Dinkelberg.
Dinkelberg.
I saw a meme where it's over 9,000. Dinkelberg. Oh man.
And here's where things would be over
That's
9,000. If I had
one of my
one!
favorite. Oh yeah, wasn't that when he became a dictator?
Oh yeah.
The melted trophy episode.
Yeah.
I still have heat vision. Oh man. You know, half the time I watch that show, it's amazing how oblivious his parents are still to Vicky's abuse.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What still makes me laugh is the episode where they finally make her quote unquote good. And the one thing that made her evil was this like a bug that just crawled out of her pants.
Hmm.
The one thing I don't get about that episode. The one thing I don't get about the episode was this. And it involved nets and Father's Day and shoving it down Dad's pants.
What?
Okay, so Timmy goes running up to his mom, and he has a net trying to catch the quote unquote evil insect. And he looks up at his mom like, "Mom, I need my dad. I got shoved into his pants. Don't have questions." But his mom goes, "Oh, is it Father's Day already?" I know. And the whole episode kind of goes like that. Like even Miss Waxaplex is like, "Oh, Timmy, is it Father's Day already?" I'm like, what the heck does Father's Day have to do with nets?
You got me.
Or maybe like trying to catch your dad from going crazy on Father's Day or something? I don't know.
I don't get it either.
Or maybe
With
it's
Timmy's
like net,
dad,
or
I
maybe
would
it's
not
like
be
nets
surprised.
because Father's Day is always assigned with like fishing or something. I don't know.
Maybe. I think the episode where Timmy's mom becomes like the new weather person, that was like a thing.
Yeah.
Like everyone wanted to go fishing, but it kept like being bad weather or something.
Hmm.
That episode actually had my favorite line is that no amount of therapy will make this go away.
So, I've seen that meme pop up so much.
There's like so many good memes from that show, but it's not just that show. There's like a lot. I think the one show that has like the best memes is like Futurama or The Simpsons.
Ugh.
Like Zoidberg, your music is bad and you should feel bad.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Zoidberg.
The president is choking on my gas bladder. What an honor.
Oh my gosh, there's like a lot of great memes from that show. A lot of them are like most of them are just like visual gags, like you know Homer disappearing into the bush.
Right.
That's always a good one.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys want to do a tier list?
Ooh, yes. Yes.
Sure. Feels like it's been a
Oh,
while.
before we do the tier list, did you guys see the new Pokemon Presents?
No.
No, I heard about it. What's that all about exactly?
So you know when Nintendo does like those Nintendo Directs?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, this one's just centered with Pokemon news, like for new games, new stuff that are coming out to current ones, and everything like that.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, in fact, they're talking about they were talking about a new DLC for the Scarlet and Violet games.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So for a tier list, how about we do a candy tier list? I don't think we did that. Did we do a candy tier list? I know we did desserts and ice cream.
I
Well,
know
Or we
we did
go.
Halloween candy. I don't remember if we did a general candies tier list.
Yeah, or fast. We can do a fast food tier list.
Yeah, maybe. I know I've got a couple of tier lists, like a saved here. I've got like one for got one for sodas, got one for Pop Tart flavors, I got one for Disney villains, I have one for 80s movies.
Ooh. I haven't seen many 80s movies, so I know a lot of Disney villains. And I think a lot of good Pop Tarts. And what else was there?
Nicktoons, sodas. I've got one called the Ultimate Anime Tier List, but honestly, that one scares me because that one has like 700 entries, and I don't think the stream can take that.
Don't they
No,
say
no,
it
no.
should be like a 3 or 4 parter?
Yeah, that's like a 3 or 4 parter, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's definitely that's a multi one.
Yeah, and I'm saving doing another multi-part tier list for when we do every single Pokemon ever. Yes, that is a tier list.
I would love to do that.
Yeah, but I'm
I'm
saving that
still-
for the future
I'm
because
barely out of it.
we don't have enough time to do that today.
Yeah. Okay, so now speaking of Pokemon, who here still laughs every time they go back and watch Markiplier's Smash or Pass video?
Oh my god.
And the whole time I'm watching this, like there is like no context. Like he doesn't say anything. He just goes, pass, pass,
Pass.
smash, pass,
Weirdly
pass,
smash.
smash. Oh my gosh. Oh. It still tickles me because I kept watching him like, is he really? Is he? Oh, why would he do that one? Huh? Seriously? Oh, so that's what he likes.
I think my favorite one that he did on that list is when
Oh
he
my
is when he
God.
got to Magneton and he was like, smash, but why?
Oh my God, that tickled me. That one really did.
Yeah, I think the only other moment that I absolutely love is when he got to Lopunny and he was like, "Would this make me a furry if I said smash?"
One of my and then Jacksepticeye had to almost one up it with the FNAF one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the FNAF one is great. I think my favorite part of that video is when he got to the Shamrock Freddy who was like smash, I'm patriotic, and then he got to the American Freddy who was like pass, I'm not that patriotic.
Oh.
Ooh, burn. Oh man.
Anyways, I'm kind of feeling the Disney villains tier list because this gives me an excuse to talk about Disney villains. I love me some Disney.
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright.
Disney. All right. And that the way it was said, the way Gibby said, the way they said Gibby back in that Carly. Gibby.
Timmy!
Gibby. Ooh, we got quite a few here. All right, rankings of the standard stuff.
Well, yeah, there are.
Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying the rankings is the standard stuff. So S, A, B, C, blah 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 blah.
Yep. So are we ranking them like who's the coolest, baddest, or worst villain? Or what?
I think we should rank these based on
Question.
who we found either the most interesting, the most entertaining, that sort of thing. And think because the difference between villains we love to watch and villains we just find boring or we hate watching.
Or cookie cutter, like, oh, I'm gonna tie the princess to the railroad tracks kind of thing?
Yeah, no one wants to see that thing though. Unhand her, snarly
Like,
whiplash.
Yeah. Was that from Deadly Do Right? Where
Yeah.
Stanley with Flash?
Yes, I believe so.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was. Thank you.
All right.
I haven't seen it in years.
Oh, that's
I used to watch that as a kid with my dad, along with Rocky and Bullwinkle.
All right. So we're starting off with
Anyway,
the evil queen from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
ooh, she's a classic.
Yeah.
Now, if we look at her let's look at her in the terms of villain. Now, I would put her like a nice A because one, she's a classic evil villain because you see in the movie like she is commanding her huntsman to literally cut out Snow White's heart, even going so far as to poison her herself.
Very true. Very, very true.
She is not to be trifled with. She does not even act, and she's very serious. Like, I mean, dangerously serious. Like, when you have a Disney villain that is dangerously serious about taking out the protagonist, they are not to be messed with.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. That's pretty metal.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree. Like she's like the classic villain, and honestly, she's one of those villains where she just like soaks up how evil she is every second she's on screen, and even more so when she transforms into the hag.
Yes, in her disguise. I
fact-
still love that scene. It's like, now begin thy magic spell.
Yeah, actually, interesting fun fact about that
God,
movie.
that just is like,
Interesting fun fact. The woman playing the evil queen they had to get to her, when she had to play herself as in her disguise, the
so what's next?
uh okay, the next four are from Pinocchio, but the first one is Honest John and Gideon.
Those are the two that tricked Pinocchio in the beginning, the cat and the fox, right?
Yeah, the fox and the cat.
Those two.
I wouldn't say villains. I would say more they're con men. So I would put them like around. Now I'm not I'm not doing a pun, but I would put them near C or D because they're not exactly villains. They're just, I would say, more henchmen.
Yeah.
I would agree. They're just different, qualitatively different than a typical villain.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
if we
I can
had
get
to put
behind
them on
that.
this list just based on how bad they are. Yeah, I mean they're like just.
Yeah, I
They're
mean
just,
that would be the equivalent of like saying Iago's a villain or Pain and Panic.
yeah,
there
they're,
you go.
like I said, they're more henchmen.
Exactly.
They're just doing as told, but they're just henchmen without someone to serve, so to speak.
Yeah. Okay, the next one is Stromboli.
Stromboli, the guy who imprisons Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that that like puts him on the stage.
Mhm.
You know, I got no strings, blah 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 blah.
I want to give him a high tier, but at the same time, he's a businessman, and if he's found a cash cow, he's not going to let it go.
Yeah, I mean,
And he's trying to make a
much worse.
But yeah, so I want to put him towards C. I want to put him like close to the first one, but I want to put him at C because he is a bit of a jackass, but not in the way but not in a like he's truly evil. He's just trying to get by in life sort of way, and that's what his one saving grace, so to speak.
Maybe.
What do you think?
I would kind of feel he's more in the B tier because while he is kind of a businessman, he's also pretty aggressive towards Pinocchio, and that kind of makes him a bit worse than someone like say.
Yeah, he is.
That kind of makes him a bit worse in my eyes.
Well, let's save that guy for next. Yeah, I would say B minus to C plus. Like, he's not evil, but he is still an ass.
Was
Does
that
that work?
pun?
No, I really wasn't making a pun.
All right,
I
I
mean,
thought that was kind of
that's
like
how I
a.
really refer to jerks. I really just
All right,
no. I know what's coming up next. I really was making a pun.
all right, all right. And speaking of asses, the Coachman's next.
I would definitely put him at a high A with the evil queen because
Yeah.
anyone that turns kids into donkeys on purpose just to work in a salt mine is pretty twisted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's.
That scene where kid turns into a donkey still freaks me out.
Oh.
And then the ones that don't fully change and they're still talking, how he yells at them like, "Quack!" That just makes you jump. That just scares anybody. Even an adult would be scared of that.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, next
He
we
is
have.
definitely
Yeah. Next we have Monstro. To be honest, I'm not sure Monstro counts as a villain because he's just a whale. He's just following his natural instincts.
yeah, he's an
Right.
animal.
He's scary as shit, but I don't know.
Mm.
Like you said, it's an animal.
I wouldn't
Hey,
even call him a villain. Like you said, he's just an animal. So I'd
right.
have to put him near. I would have to put him at the bottom.
Yeah. So yeah,
Like,
we're putting him in F. He's not a villain.
yeah,
Yeah, I can get with that.
Yeah,
Right.
like he's scary and he caused a lot of damage, but again, he's an
Can
animal.
you
He doesn't
villainize
really
a
know
force
any
of
better.
nature? Hmm.
right.
And before you get my case on how Disney animals are extremely sentient, this is before Disney animals have like the extreme sentience. This isn't like Miko from Pocahontas.
Yeah, we're talking about like before all that.
Yeah.
So, what's the next villain?
The next one is the brooms from the Sorcerer's Apprentice segment of Fantasia.
Hmm.
Those are villains.
Apparently,
Yeah, those are villains.
but honestly, I'm not
I
sure.
don't.
I'm not
I
sure.
don't. I
I'm
don't
not
even
sure
think
those
they were
count
villains.
because those were created by Mickey. He's the one that brought them to life, and they were just following orders because he was just like, "Okay, fill this with water." They were just following orders.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, you kinda
They're
brought it on
technically just
yourself.
inadequate. Just to one. What was his name? The god of wine. But I think he was just messing with them for fun. He wasn't exactly being evil. He was just. I think it's like when your big brother messes with you when you're trying to play a game or something. Not evil, just being a jerk.
Yeah, I can get that.
And he did stop after a while. A real villain would just keep continuing until everything was destroyed.
Yeah,
But he stopped. He did stop and like, "Oh, okay, that's enough."
yeah,
Regardless if he was tired or not, it was just like, okay, I'm done.
yeah,
Anyway, I wouldn't even put him like I would put him like near D, where he's a bit of a jerk, but not evil.
yeah. Okay, next up we have Chernobog from the Nyam Bald Mountain segment of Fantasia. This one I feel like needs to be an S. Like he is literally
Ooh.
the devil.
He is the embodiment of evil, and that is one of the I'd say one of my favorite segments of Fantasia um besides the Mount Olympus one.
Same.
The animation, the style, and how it ends with Ave Maria. It just brings it full circle.
Oh yeah, definitely. So yeah, that's
Is
a
definitely an S.
definitely S. Okay, next we have I'm not sure if he ever had a name, but the ringleader from Dumbo.
He's not evil. I think everyone just called him ringleader.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even And he's not even a villain at all. I mean,
Kind of like next to Stromboli, really.
Yeah, if anything, I feel like
I
that
wouldn't
kid
even
that was
put
like
him.
messing with Dumbo was more of a villain than he is.
Hmm.
No, I would say I would kind of feel like the clowns were more of the villains because, like, look how they kind of treated Dumbo. Like they were literally going to throw him off a building for laughs.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think there was. And if you really want villains, or at least something close to villains, look at the other female elephants in the herd and how they kind of just ignored and just ostracized Dumbo. And some of this stuff wasn't even his fault. It's just they just ostracized him because of his ears.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even want to say the ringleader is a bad guy. I mean, the only bad thing he did was lock up Dumbo's mother. But if you were looking at it his place, like his mother was on again. Yes, his mother was trying to protect him, but at the same time, it's like he was also thinking of the safety of other people too. Regardless,
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
so yeah, if we're looking at this logically, I want to put him in like D. Like he is a bit of a jerk, but not in the way we think. He still has some saving graces.
Yeah. Okay. I can't tell exactly what picture it is, but I think I know where it's from. I think this is supposed to be the hunter from Bambi.
Can you put in the VC chat?
Yeah, I think this is just like someone's artistic interpretation of the hunter.
Representation?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a tough one. Because when you watch Bambi, you're watching it from the animal's point of view. But at the same time, is any real hunter a villain? Like, are they intentionally going out and just randomly killing things for the sake of killing? Some of them actually do it to survive through the winter themselves. But I'm not saying it's a good thing.
It's just life.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't. I don't know. This is a pretty tough one.
Yeah. Like, while I am not for like shooting or anything, I'm a huge animal preservationist. I feel that all animals deserve to live their own lives. I do. I can understand. He's not inherently a bad guy. He's just doing this for sport, for fun. Does that make it right?
Sport or even like
does it make it right?
no.
That's a matter of
I would
opinion,
say
but yeah.
yeah, it is a matter of opinion. If he was a poacher, that'd be a different story.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But from what I'm seeing, most hunting seasons do start like at early spring or maybe even the late fall. But in that scene with Bambi's mother in winter, I think that was done out of season. So let's just say, for context, this was a poacher.
All right.
Okay.
So I would definitely put this in like C because you shouldn't be hunting out of season.
Yeah, definitely. No. All right, and after that we have that one asshole Toon Deer that started a fight with Bambi later in the movie.
Just another buck.
Yeah. Yep.
I wouldn't even call it a. I wouldn't even say that one's a villain. It's just like an animal in season, so it's like they're just doing what animals do and fighting for dominance.
It's nature.
Exactly. So I would definitely put this in F too.
Yeah. Okay. Next we have the Wolf from the Peter and the Wolf segment of Make Mine Music.
Peter and the Wolf.
I don't remember that one.
I kind of remember bits and pieces of it.
Well, I think-
Disney has always like tried to make films like really scary, especially when it comes to wolves, especially in the original stories. Hmm. I don't know. I mean, again, it's an animal. It's doing what comes natural to it.
Yeah, but in retrospect, this one there's a bit more sentience because if I remember, there was a bird and a duck that had a lot more sentience. We were getting to that point where the cartoon animals started to have a bit more sentience and knowledge about what they were doing, and you could tell. But it was also kind of confusing because while the characters like the duck, the cat, and the bird had a lot more sentience. The wolf still felt like a feral animal, so it was kind of confusing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah,
I want to put this.
I think this is another character from Make Mine Music, but honestly, I can't tell because I've honestly never seen the movie. I've only seen the Pierre and the Wolf segment that showed up in like as a short on a DVD.
Can you put in the VC chat? Maybe I've seen it.
All right. The closest thing I can say is that I think that might be a character from maybe the whale who sung the singing whale.
I don't.
I don't know this.
I don't know this character either, but I know the art style.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to say I haven't seen it. I can't make a decision on it.
Yeah, me neither.
So for if we haven't seen these villains or don't know who they are, would it be safe to put them in the E tier for at least like hold off for another time?
Yeah, I think that'd be safe.
Okay.
All right. Next we have. I think this guy's name was Bruno. And though a giant asshole bear from the Bongo segment of Fun and Fancy Free.
Got a picture of it?
Fancy Free. That sounds familiar, but then again, maybe I haven't seen enough of it to know.
It's the movie where the Mickey and Jack and the Beanstalk segment came from.
Oh. Okay.
And this came
Well, from
before
the
it
look
because
of him.
yeah, this came before it because it was a bit called Bongo the Bear, I think. And it was all about Bongo being a circus bear
Hmm.
that ended up leaving and coming to the wild and coming across this female bear and living happily ever after. And this was the guy who was fighting against. This was the bear that was trying to fight for.
Huh.
So
Yeah,
so a typical rival.
typically, yeah,
Hmm.
So the quote unquote high school jock bully kind of situation.
essentially, yeah.
It sounds a bit cliche, so I would have to put this between C and D again. Like, this is just like cookie cutter.
Hmm.
Yeah, I kind of want to put it in D.
Yeah, let's put it in D because this just feels like cookie cutter bully.
Yeah. Next is Willie the Giant from the Mickey and the Beanstalk segment of Fun and Fancy Free. This guy's just a doofus.
I don't even think he's. Yeah, I don't think he's a villain at all. I want to put him in the F tier because he's just kind of like this. Well, I'm not making a joke here. More like the gentle giant. Like even at the end, he wasn't even a jerk. Just, I would say like he's on the same level as Goofy.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right. Next is Mr. Winky from the Mr. Toad segment of Ichabod Mr. Toad.
Mr. Winky, isn't he the one that kind of like tricked Toad out of the deed?
Yeah, he's the one that was just like, you tried to sell me a stolen motor car.
So he's more the swindler.
Yeah, he's a con man. Man, he lied through his
So
teeth.
he would be.
He lied through his teeth in court just to get Toad in jail.
I want to put him close to the C tier because he's just doing this out of greed, but he's not like. I wouldn't even put him like at the top, but I don't know. Like if you're willing to put like someone innocent in jail, maybe you would get at the B tier.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Alright. Now for a much better villain, also from Ichabod Mr. Toad, the Headless Horseman.
Ooh.
Hmm.
This, I think, is an S
Let's
because, let's
see.
face it, this is
Well,
a guy that's trying to take someone's head and all for his own personal gain.
especially if you learn the context of who the Headless Horseman truly is from the story. But yeah, I would definitely put him at an S tier because he is literally a specter out to get you.
Oh yeah.
I still love the music from that one, especially with Bing Crosby singing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was so good. And oh my,
Even him narrating was awesome.
yeah, and my favorite song throughout that entire thing was that Headless Horseman song. When spooks have a midnight jamboree, they break it up with fiendish glee. Oh, I love it. Oh.
Some are fat and some are thin, and
And
some don't even wear their skin.
skin.
With a hip hip and a clippity clop, he's looking for a top to chop.
So don't try to figure out a plan. You can't reason with a headless man.
I gotta re-listen. I gotta listen to that song again. So anyway, definitely S.
Yeah,
I could agree with
definitely.
that.
Yeah. All right, next we got Lucifer from Cinderella. Now we're starting to get to the animals that
Oh,
start
the
to
cat.
know what they're doing. Like he knows what he's doing with these mice. He's fully aware of what he's doing.
Jerk
Oh
cat.
yeah, especially when you know he's purposely making Cinderella's life a living hell. Like
Right?
when he's like just putting all those footprints on the. I would. I really want to put him in S, but at the same time, it's like I want to put him in S. I do.
Or at the very least a high A.
Yeah, like an A plus. Like
Yeah.
like he's a jerk.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Drizella and Anastasia.
Drizella. Well, if we're gonna separate, let's separate them for a moment here. Drizella, I think, is more deserving of a higher rank. Anastasia actually had an arc where she does become good again, or
True,
where she does become good.
true,
So
but I feel like we should probably discount the sequels and focus just on how they are in the original movie.
okay, so if I had to rate both of them together as quote unquote villains, I would have to put them towards C. They're just spoiled brats.
Yeah. I'm inclined to agree.
Yeah. Plus, you, their sins can only be blamed by one person, who is the next villain, Lady Tremaine.
I would definitely put her in high S because she's willing to do anything to put her daughters on top, even so far as locking Cinderella up in the tower. Heck, she probably would have done worse.
Mm.
Maybe a high A though. I think she and the evil queen are like on par.
Yeah, I feel like S should be like regarded for people that have like actually murdered people.
Yeah, I agree. Lee Tremaine is just conniving.
Yeah. Okay, the Evil Queen from Alice in Wonderland.
Mm,
Uh,
I would put her like at B. I mean, she's scary because she can easily have your head, but at the same time, it's like she's also. I want to say a low B, high C. I think she's just around with Drizella and Anastasia.
mm.
I want to say, but I'm still like between B and C because she doesn't feel like a villain.
More
Maybe not, but her
normally.
actions do feel villainous. I mean, how many people died in that movie? I mean, let's think about it. There was one card. they were like the cards that painted the roses red. She called in for their heads, and so they got their heads chopped off. And then there was another card, and the card failed to have the hedgehog go through him as her croquet hurdle, and he lost his head. So that's like that's like 5 or 6 guys that had their heads lopped off because of this woman.
So, but we don't. Yeah, you're right. But still, though, we don't. We at the same time, those cards could easily escape, or she could easily forget. But at the same time, it's like, how do we even know that their heads are off? I mean, I could also see like maybe your husband just sneaks in, just like sneaks the cards out and just puts them as something new. But that's just me.
I mean, you're not wrong, but that's the king's action. And the fact that the queen called for
Yeah.
their heads, I don't know, that's still kind of scummy. So, I don't know. I feel like that would put her, like, somewhere in A, I feel like, I don't know, but maybe, like, low A, like A minus.
There we go. I think I like that one. Low A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, Captain Hook from Peter Pan.
Captain Hook. He's a classic villain. And I want to put him at a B because, well, between a high B and a low A, like he is willing to kill anyone. I mean, with the bomb and everything that he used on Peter Pan, and having Wendy walk the plank and almost having her drown.
Yeah?
Man, this is tough.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at this from a certain point of view. Let's look at Captain Hook's actions.
Okay.
He's literally going after I wouldn't even consider Peter Pan a teenager. I would say he's like a young kid. And this kid literally cut off his hands, so I can see why he's after him. And he did offer the Lost Boys a chance to join his crew and not face death. So he was offering them a way out. But that still doesn't make up for the fact that he literally was going to have Wendy jump to her death and drown.
Yeah. Not to mention the fact that the bomb he sent towards Peter Pan could have easily, like, he had no respect or expectation that anyone else would die as a result. So he had like no regard on any consequences for these actions.
Right. Exactly. So I think if we're going to look at this from a point of view, I would definitely say I would put it at a low A, high B, just like with the Queen of Hearts.
Yeah.
Because his actions are cruel, but at the same time, understandable.
Yeah.
But we understand his methods.
I don't know. Check, what do you think?
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen the movie, so I'm trying my best to remember all the little details here. But I don't know, just based off of I don't know, your arguments, Sweat, I'd be inclined to agree.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Sai and Am, aka the Siamese cats from Lady and the Tramp.
I freaking hate them.
Yeah. These guys are just, well, they're just jerks.
They're
Yeah.
jerks and they got away with it. Assholes.
That's what I hate about it too.
Yeah.
They're like the entitled brat that gets away with everything. So, but at the same time, you also have like Aunt May, who's a bit of an enabler.
Right. I did not like her any better.
Yeah.
If I had to say though, as villain, I would have to put them in C because they're jerks, but at the same time, they're just like they were just overly spoiled. They're like spoiled brats.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, I get behind that. Also, just because they're minor compared to
Yeah,
other
like other
villains.
villains.
Yeah. Also, I love the fact that Faith actually put in the chat, "We are Siamese, if you please."
I don't know.
All right, and
It was a different time back then.
yeah, different time, different. Ugh. Anyways, next we have
Different,
the
different
other,
mindset.
yeah. Next we have the other villain in Lane the Tramp, that fucking rat.
Oh,
Rat.
yeah, that was the rat that snuck into the house.
Oh yeah, right. Ah.
That's a tough one because, like, was it acting out of instinct to get out of like oncoming rain? Why was it going towards? And if we're looking at it from an animal's point of view, it's going towards food. And like the cats, they said if there's a baby, there's milk, so there's food.
When there are babies, there are milk nearby.
If we look in baby buggy, there will be plenty milk for you and also some for me. But let's look at this from the point of view. I would say this is not exactly a villain. This is just an animal that has no real intention. It's just going into a house because it's trying to find food. And then it's being chased by what it considers a quote unquote predator, aka tramp. So I wouldn't even say this is a villain. I would say it's just an animal.
Yeah, so F.
Yeah, F.
All right.
Hmm.
Okay, Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty. Now, before we go any further, let me preface this by
F.
saying we are not including the Maleficent movies which try to make her a sympathetic character. We're judging.
No. This is talking about the original anime. We're not talking about the live action. This is animated.
Yeah.
And I'm putting her at a high S because
Yeah, this is definitely.
she is. There is no argument with her.
Yeah, this is a woman.
She is.
This is a
one
woman
of the
that tried to
quintessential-
kill a girl because she wasn't invited to a birthday. That is malicious.
This is villain royalty we're talking about here. And,
Yeah.
Hey, come on. Kingdom Hearts alone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there ain't no
That
argument.
shows you how high they think of her.
Especially when you have a villain who is so calm. Like when she finds out that her henchman had not done exactly what she wanted, look how quickly she is to just attack them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oy.
And she goes the extra mile to rub it in the fairy's face. It's like, here's your precious princess, just uncovering her and just looking at her lying on the ground. That is just, ugh.
Yeah. All right. Next we have Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians. This one I think is another one I feel should be really high up there. Like, this is a woman that is trying to skin puppies for a fur coat. That is awful.
I would say A plus. And let's not forget, especially the line she said to Horace and Jasper. Any way you want, poison them, drown them, bash them in the head. You got any chloroform? I mean, quite literally, she said, poison them, drown them, bash them in the head.
Yeah, she's awful.
And she just said it so She said so nonchalantly too, like, I need this done now because the police are on my tail.
Yeah. Oy. All right. Next we have Mad Madam Mim from The Sword and the Stone. Honestly, she's
No, I know her.
yeah. Honestly, I find her barely a villain. Like she doesn't really do anything villainous. She's just kind of there.
Well, she kind of says she's going to destroy Arthur or Ward, but it's only after he mentions Merlin being the best. Even when he shows up, she's not really being mean. She's just showing off.
Yeah.
So I would put her in the. I would put her in. I want to say D.
Yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's also a good point that Faith makes. It makes like her name is Cruella, and it has the word cruel in it. So yeah.
And let's not forget her last name is Deville, and if you spell it, it's devil.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep, basically cruel devil.
Yeah. All right. Next we have Ka from the Jungle Book. This is another one that I feel is barely a villain.
Yeah, but he was intentionally going to eat Mowgli twice, man cub or not.
Yeah.
And but he's not so much a. I don't want to even say a true villain. I want to say he's more like how do I put this? I want to say henchman. He's like henchman level.
Yeah. So I put him like maybe a B or a C.
Yeah, low B, high C.
I can get behind that.
Yeah. I'll put him in B. All right. King Louis. I do not see how this guy is a
Again,
villain. Like I mean, all he does is party.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
I guess like the only I think they kind of quote unquote tell he's a villain is because he wants the quote man's red flower, but he just wants to be like I think he only wants it because he knows Shere Khan is back in the forest and he just wants to protect himself.
Yeah.
I would put him at D.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right. Shere Khan. Now we're getting this guy's a villain.
I agree. He is definitely a villain. I would put him up in A
Mm-hmm.
because we understand his motives. It's not right, but we understand it.
Yeah, I would put him like maybe in the middle between the Evil Queen and the Coachman.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Edgar from the Aristocats.
The lady and all of her money's going to the cats. Even I kind of find that a little unfair.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
would think
yeah, but
he would at least had a share given to him, at least.
And
yeah,
at the same time, he could have like but if we're looking at this from a different point of view, I mean, he could have also looked at it like this, like he's taking care of these cats, so he would have access to that money.
yeah. But I mean,
Yeah,
to
and
be
it's
honest,
not like the cat can just walk into a bank and use the money.
in the argument to that though, he does try to kill the cats. That is not okay.
No, he doesn't try to kill them. He
Can't
just
say
gets rid of them. He just dumps them off in some. He just dumps them off in the countryside. He doesn't hurt them. He just puts them. He just makes sure they're asleep and then just dumps them wherever. Whether they whether they pass away or not is not his idea. Wasn't exactly his idea. He just wanted them out of the way.
Hmm.
True enough, he's not a good guy for doing it, but he wasn't. He was never truly intentionally evil.
I mean, fair, but I think he would probably be like maybe in the B tier, maybe.
Low B. I would say low B, high C.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
All right. The Sheriff of Nottingham from Robin Hood.
I wouldn't want to. I want to say B because, well,
He's the henchman.
he is a henchman, but he is a jerk. And I mean, if you look at his actions, he could at least spared some coins to the people, and instead he just makes sure he grabs every single coin he can.
Hmm.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not. Plus, when you really get down to it,
I mean,
he was essentially just following the orders of Prince John, the next villain, who is I feel is the true villain, because if it wasn't for him, the sheriff wouldn't be doing these things, I feel.
well, if we look at the beginning of the movie, Prince John wasn't even there at the time. I mean, the sheriff was already after Robin Hood, and I think he was already kind of like a bit of a bully. He was just empowered more with Prince John at his back.
Yeah, a bit
So
up there.
I want to, yeah, I want to put him. I want to say he's at like. I want to say the sheriff is at a B, maybe a low B, high C. Like he's at like that henchman level, but he still does it out of bad intentions.
All right. And what about Prince John?
I mean,
If he's willing to kill a man, if he's willing to kill Friar Tuck just to get to Robin Hood, that's pretty darn cruel and desperate. So I would say low A, high B.
Yeah, I feel that fits. He is funny though. Mommy! I have a... Oh, I love it.
Very much so.
Oh god. Okay. Next we've got Medusa from The Rescuers.
Oh, I would definitely put her at a high A because she literally was going to keep a small orphan down in a cave to find a freaking diamond. She was going to let that kid drown for it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cruel if you ask me.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Not to mention she was going to be willing to shoot either one of them for that diamond. I would definitely put this at an A.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, Amos from The Fox and the Hound. Okay, this guy, I don't feel as much of a villain, because when you really get down to it, this guy's a prick. He's like a big prick, but I can understand his actions in a way. Like this guy's a hunter, so I can understand that. And that plus, when you really get down to it, at the very end of the movie, when Copper is like protecting Todd, he understands and says that these two are friends, and he's not gonna shoot. So he's not a totally cold-hearted bastard. So there, I don't know. I don't feel he's a completely heartless guy.
No, I think he's just a crotchety old man that just is living alone. I mean, he's got one neighbor that actually does tend to him and treats him somewhat nicely if she's not pissed off by him, but still. He respects his neighbor too. And even though that Todd is her pet, he does shoot at him, he still backs off.
Mm-hmm.
And he does treat his dogs very, very well. I mean, when Chief got hurt, he really took it to heart that his dog got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And even though it wasn't Todd's fault, Hamish took care of Chief, making sure he's okay.
Yeah.
So he's not a bad guy, he's just a jerk sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to put him maybe a low D.
I want to
high
say D. Yeah, I want to put him at a low D.
E. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, next we have The Horn King from the Black Cauldron, aka one of the worst movies Disney's ever made.
I want to give him a high ranking because he is pretty dark.
Oh yeah. No, that
Yeah.
game is one of the darkest Disney movies of the time.
I think he should be up there in the S tier. I mean, the movie is terrible, but he does make a good villain.
Mm.
Yeah, and the fact that he's voiced by John Hurt definitely
Either
helps
a very,
him out.
a very high,
Yes. I was
Very
trying
much
to
so.
remember who his voice actor's name.
Yeah. Okay. Ratigan from The Great Mouse Detective.
Ratigan. Well, he literally kidnaps a toy maker. He was going to feed the queen to his pet cat, and he literally kills one of his henchmen with the cat. So I would definitely say S.
You got pretty
He-
fierce and feral toward the end there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, remember, he did kill one of his henchmen just for calling him a quote unquote rat, which he is.
Yeah, definitely. Plus he's voiced by Vincent Price, and that makes him absolutely amazing to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Alright, next we have, I can't remember their names, but the two Doberman pinchers from Oliver and Company.
DeSoto and Roscoe.
Yeah.
Roscoe and DeSoto.
Yeah, okay, yeah, thank you.
Been a long time since I've seen that one.
Yeah, I would definitely put them at a high rank because, well, they are following their master's orders. They are not above trying to hurt someone else.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe a B, though, because...
Let's see.
I would probably
I want to put them.
I kind of want to put them
Yeah,
in...
I want to put them at B.
Yeah, because when you really get down to it, there is no such thing as a bad dog, only bad dog owners. So these would probably be good dogs if given to a different owner. But so, yeah,
Yeah, they would be. And they were trained to be this way.
yeah.
Hmm.
And speaking of their owner, next we got Sykes.
I would definitely put him at a very high A because he was willing to kill a homeless man for money, and he kidnapped a little girl for money. And he was more than willing to do anything to get his hands on it.
Yeah,
This man is cold and ruthless. He even sicked DeSoto and Roscoe on a homeless man just because he didn't have the money. He was
yeah,
Hmm.
he's definitely a high A.
definitely. All right, next we have Ursula from The Little Mermaid.
Ooh. She is definitely a classic. I would say she is a high A. Well, she is in the A category alongside the Evil Queen because she's got some really dark intentions. But what makes her really, really cunning is that her contracts are binding. not even King Triton can break it. So
Right.
she's not only is she conniving, she is smart.
She is a lawyer.
She's just smart with how. I guess you can say that. Yes, she could be a lawyer. At the same time, she knows what she
Come to
wants and she
Ursula
knows
Law
how to get
Firm.
it. And she would make a kick-ass lawyer. I swear she would.
Oh my
Would
god.
thrive in law.
Hell yeah. Or in business.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I would say an A.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of want to put her at the top of A because, oh my god, like she is ruthless.
She is.
She's
All
one of
right.
the quintessential examples.
Yeah. All right. Next we have I forget his name. The poaching hunter guy from Rescuers Down Under.
Oh, McLean.
McLean. Thank you.
Mhm.
I would definitely put him at a B. He's a poacher, and no, I would definitely put him at like a high A because he was willing to like kill a little boy for an eagle.
I was about to say, yeah, he was.
Yeah, but I feel it's like he's at the.
So yeah, I would definitely.
I kind of want to put him like just above Medusa in A because because I feel he's a bit harsher than how Medusa was.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
I mean, they're both in that category where they're willing to murder or at least abandon children for their own goals.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have No One Says No to Gaston.
Ugh.
Gaston. Well, if he's willing to literally just take his quote unquote woman's father and lock him up just to get her to say yes to marriage, I would put him in a B because it's like, that is just wrong.
Eh, I kind of want to put him. I kind of want to up that to like a low A because we went from him trying to throw Belle's father in the loony bin to him trying to kill a beast. And yes, you can argue that he thinks he's a beast, but that doesn't change the fact that he's trying to commit murder. So I feel that bumps him up a peg.
Yeah, low A, high B.
Yeah. Damn it, now I have that song stuck in my head. No one's slick as Gaston, no one's quick as Gaston, no one's sexy unbearably thick as Gaston. And now I'm just thinking of that fucking meme. When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large. Ugh.
Yeah, dramatically increase your cholesterol.
Yeah. Alright, Jafar from Aladdin.
He's one of the also quintessential villain.
Yeah, he's definitely up there.
I want to say a low A, high B. And it's mostly because he was going to kill Aladdin. Opinion.
No, see, that's the thing. He said straight up in the movie, I have decided my final wish. I wish for Jasmine to fall desperately in love with me.
And that's really cruel if you think about it, especially how much she hates him.
Yeah, there's some really bad subtext in there.
Yeah, so I feel
Very much so.
I feel that kind of bumps up to maybe a high A.
Yeah, I would say so. He's
Yeah.
willing to do whatever it takes.
Yeah, in fact, is this worse than Ursula? No, Ursula's worse.
I would say I would. I would say he's just a step under Ursula.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Yeah. All right. Next we have Shenzi, Benzai, and Ed from The Lion King.
The hyenas.
Yeah. Mufasa. Ooh, do it again. Mufasa, Mufasa, Mufasa. I'm
Let's see.
surrounded by idiots.
Let's see. Well, I want to put them in B. They are pretty cruel, but at the same time, living in a place where you have very little food would make you, well,
More inclined to do more unsavory things.
yeah.
Yeah. I feel them just like a step under Ka.
Yeah. They're
Okay.
more like henchmen.
Yeah.
No, yeah, they are essentially the henchmen.
Yeah, definitely.
They are.
Now Scar, on the other hand, who's the next
Because
guy,
those three
this
barely
is a whole.
share a brain cell together.
Yeah. Like, Scar is a whole other level entirely. Like, this guy tried to gaslight and manipulate a young lion cub. And it worked, because it ended up with Simba running away. And with that, and that he basically took over the Pride Lands, and like, this guy is a...
I would definitely put Scar at
Yeah.
sociopath.
Yeah.
He's definitely at the S tier.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Okay, Ratcliffe from Pocahontas.
Radcliffe. Well,
He's the main guy, right?
Yeah.
yeah, he's basically he's the big guy who's always dressed in purple.
Right. Yeah. Just want to make sure that I was remembering correctly. Yeah. Oh.
Well, looking back at the movie,
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Everyone on the ship was treating like Native Americans as quote unquote savages, so they were all on the same wavelength, but his actions, like he's looking for gold to impress the king and going off of what the conquistadors had found. Like any explorers thinking, I'll find mountains of gold.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's a good guy. I'm not saying this is good to his character, but I'm like, it really doesn't paint him in a good light.
Yeah, not to
It's
mention
towards
the
the
fact
end that he starts manipulating the soldier.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, not to mention the fact that if I remember correctly, near the end of the movie, he tried to do what he could.
Right.
He wanted to make himself feel more like the hero. I think it was more of an inferiority complex that he had with John Smith.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear him say that in like at the beginning of the movie, like, men like Smith, don't they? And he admits, in a way, that the men prefer Smith over him. And he tries to make himself, more presentable as their leader. But to be honest, he's not.
Yeah, no.
I definitely want to put him at the B tier because he's still not a good person, but at the same time, most of his actions throughout the movie were all talk until the end.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe a low A.
Yeah, low A, high B.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, there we go. All right, Frollo. Frollo, I feel is a definite S tier. This guy, we do not know how many people he killed when he's like set Paris on fire.
Oh my god, yeah. This guy is just pure.
Repressed as fuck.
Well, not just repressed, just sadistic. Look how he treats. I mean, his last captain of the guard, when You have Phoebus coming in, and you hear him like, wait until the next whip, and so he can feel the sting. Like, literally, he has no compassion, even though he's part of the church.
Yeah, not to mention his freaky obsession with Esmeralda.
He was literally going to drown a baby at the beginning of the movie just because it had a deformity.
Yeah, this is an unholy demon. I'm sending it back to hell where it belongs.
And the only reason why. And literally, he only stopped because of the deacon and then him saying, you know, God is watching you.
Yes.
It's a baby. You can't kill an child just because of its deformity. That's the only reason he stopped. Yeah, he is definitely S tier. He is. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. Alright, Pain and Panic from Hercules.
These are the. They're just the personification of their names of Pain and Panic.
Yeah, these
I still love their entry, like covering your Muslim religiousness. I
can't.
Pain
And Panic.
Reporting for duty.
I especially
Of
love
course,
that
it's
moment. I
you
especially
mean
love,
if he finds out.
yeah, I especially love that moment later, where it's like Hercules. Oh, why is that name rebel? I don't know. Maybe we owe him money.
Wait, was he the one we were supposed to?
Oh. Same with the Hydra.
That's just an animal again.
Yeah. The Titans.
And
Yeah.
kind of, again, kind of. If we're talking about all the Titans, I would say they're all just big jerks, like big bullies. So I would say C, high, mostly because they can actually do some damage.
Yeah. And I might as well put the Cyclops next to them because he's technically a Titan as well. Not sure why he has his own thing, but whatever. Alright.
Yeah.
Now for the big bad of that movie, Hades. Indeed. Boom. Name is Hades, Lord of the Dead. Hi, how you doing?
He's one of my favorite villains.
Yeah.
I definitely want to put
a watch every time.
I want to put him at a high. I want to put him at A, but at the same time, I feel like he's at a B too because it's mostly of how he treats Meg through the movie. Like he's not really disrespecting her. He actually does treat her like a proper henchman, and doesn't even like even when she like sasses him, he doesn't even raise a hand to her like he does to Pain and Panic.
He doesn't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and though he does get a little bit sadistic when he does promise her freedom if she seduces Hercules. But it's mostly because of like how she ended up in that situation in the first place.
I mean, yeah, but the way he kind of
But he does,
manipulates her though,
yeah,
by bringing back the memories, that's kind of that's a no-no.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he's more of a mental torture than a physical one when it comes to Mick.
Yeah.
So
who can louse it up is waltzing around in the woods.
My personal favorite is like I think this was just like a little short, but he's like yelling at someone, and then Pegasus pulls out his hair. He goes, "Whoa, is my hair out?"
Oh, the hat. Oh yeah.
He's one of my favorite villains just because of his attitude.
I mean, James Woods knows how to deliver.
He does. he knows how to make it. He made Hades so iconic.
I know. I think one of my favorite lines from that movie was, what was it? Hang on, what was it? What was it? Trying to remember. Trying to remember.
Was it Hades' line or
I know it was a Hades line. Hang on.
I
Hang on.
mean, there's so many good ones.
Oh, here it is. Meg, my
Was
sweet
it
little minion. Audrey forgetting one teensy weensy but ever so crucial little tiny detail. I own you!
You were supposed to get the River Guardian on my side. Now I'm to join the rebellion. Now I'm River Guardianless. Look, he made me an offer I had to refuse, and I'm pretty sure if he heard what that was, he would. I think he would be on the fence, like, do I or don't I? Well, if she agreed, he'd probably send Pain and Panic to be in her place or something.
Yeah.
You know he'd do it.
I think he set the mood perfectly from his very first line. Like, how
But he is
sentimental.
definitely at.
I think he set the mood perfectly with his very first line, which was like, how sentimental. You know I haven't been this choked up since I got a hunk of moussaka caught in my throat. Huh? Is this an audience or mosaic?
Jesus. He really does. He really makes he makes that character pop.
Yeah. Love to, babe, but unlike you gods who do lounging about here, I regrettably have a permanent job that you have to buy away that you have so generally bestowed upon me, Zeus. So can't. Love to, but can't.
Well, slow down. You work yourself to death. Ha! Work yourself to death.
At the same time, like, a little dark, a little gloomy, but and full of dead people. What are you gonna do?
Hey, all that
Like
people,
I
what you
said,
gotta do?
he's one of my favorite villains of all time.
Oh,
All right, what's the next villain?
alright. Oh, okay. The next one is. Oh, what was it? Name.
Put in the VC chat.
The guy from Mulan.
Put in the VC chat, and I can.
Wait. Shan Yu? Wait.
Yeah,
Shan Yu,
Shan
yeah.
Yu. Yeah, it was Shan Yu. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, he's one of those villains that is taken seriously. He's not a comedic villain. He is a very serious type of villain.
Mm-hmm.
He laid waste to a small village, the emperor. So he's definitely killed people. I would definitely put him at S.
Oh yeah, definitely.
My favorite scene with him is when it's when his hawk has dropped him the doll and he gives it to his men like, what, look at this doll, what can you tell me? And how easily he and his men can point out these things just from a little doll.
Yeah.
And then his line, besides, the little girl will be missing her doll. We should return it to her. And it's just so. And that one scene when they're singing cuts off. That scene is so powerful. Like, look what Shan Yu has done to cause this.
Yeah, definitely. I think my favorite
Definitely
line.
an S tier.
Yeah, I think my favorite line from that movie was definitely like the first line he has. It was like the very first scene. The scene where the fire on the Great Wall of China light up and that one guard's like, now all of China knows you here, and all he just put a flag over the fire and it's just like, perfect.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Next we have the leopard from Tarzan. This is just an animal, so I feel that it's an F. Like it's just an animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just an animal. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that is coincidentally responsible for killing families.
Yeah. All right, Clayton.
He's definitely an A.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm, Jackass.
Very much so.
Yeah. I'm trying to poach gorillas. I'm gonna make money off of gorillas. I want money. Yeah. But yeah, he's definitely high up there.
His death scene in that movie is brutal.
Oh,
Yeah.
like 90. I want to say 98 or 99.
I want to say that like it was very close to around 2000, so
Hmm.
that was around the time when they kind of like were experimenting with a lot of like what they could get away with or what they could do to push the boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at Treasure Planet.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right. Next we have the Jack in the Box from the Tin Soldier segment of Fantasia 2000.
I would definitely put this around B. I remember that one. I remember Fantasia 2000.
I only vaguely remember that one.
I remember because it was done in 3D animation. And it was actually very well done for its time.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of good animation shorts.
Yeah.
Definitely. My favorite was the Rhapsody in Blue.
Mine
That was
too.
Oh, that was so
the
good.
animation, that the music. That scene was so good. My other favorite one was the one with the flamingos
Oh, the
and the
flamingo's
yo-yo.
great. All right.
I definitely love the ending segment was also a really good one.
Funny you mentioned that. That's actually the next villain. The molten.
The Phoenix.
The Phoenix. Yeah.
They call it the Phoenix.
Oh, that one. Right.
I would definitely put that at a high, like a definitely very high, because that one was bent on destruction.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe like a low S.
Yeah, low S.
Yeah. All right. These next two I don't know because I'm pretty sure these are from the movie Dinosaur, and I've never seen the movie Dinosaur. So, yeah, we have like two dinosaur bad guys.
Can you put in the VC chat?
Sure.
I've only seen the movie once, and that was like
I've
a
seen
very
it.
long time ago.
I've seen the movies.
I don't even remember
So,
their names, so I might as well consider myself not having watched it if I can't
well,
remember it.
it has been a while for me.
Mm.
So if you, oh yeah. So the T-Rex one, that one is just like, I would say more animalistic and he's just hunting for food. The other one, he's definitely up there, but he's at a C. He's just set in his ways.
He's like
Like,
the herd leader or something, right? Or
yeah, he's leading the pack. He's leading the entire herd to the nesting grounds, but he
Okay.
considers, but he's one of those types that believes that his herd is like the best, so they get to drink water first. He's stronger, and the old and the weak need to be at the back because they'll just slow them down. Only the strong can survive. So
one of those.
yeah, one of those. So I would say I would put him in a C. I mean, he's not a good person, but he's not really a true villain, just stuck in his ways.
All right. Next we have Yzma from The Emperor's New Groove.
Ooh, I
she's
love
fun.
her. Let's put her right next to Hades because
Oh,
she's
yes.
Please.
yeah, we have to.
Yeah, she's
I
so
love
good.
her so. He's
How did
hold
you get
the
here
leather,
before us?
Kronk.
How did we, Kronk? Well, you got me. Well, accounts doesn't make sense.
I still love the lever joke.
And we'll burn your house to the ground.
Don't you mean or?
Well, let's just.
Tell us what the talking llama is, or we'll burn your house to the ground.
Well, which is it? That seems like a pretty crucial conjunction.
Not the dinner. You know. Oh, right. The poison. The poison for Cusco. The poison chosen especially to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. That poison. Yes, that poison.
Do you have it?
Got you covered.
She's, besides Hades, she is like one of my favorite villainesses because one, she knows what she wants. And just like, oh my god, Eartha Kitt did such a spectacular job with her.
Yeah. What? A llama? He's supposed to be dead.
That was it.
Yeah, weird.
Let me see that vial.
This isn't
This
poison.
isn't poison.
This is
This is extract of leather.
I'll turn you into a flea. This little flea. Then I'll put that flea in a box, and then I'll put that box inside another box, and then I'll mail that box to myself. And when it arrives, smash it with a hammer.
It's brilliant, I tell you. Brilliant, I say.
Oh, to save on
Oh, to
postage.
save on
I'll just
postage.
poison him with this.
I'll just poison him with this.
Take it,
Oh my
Kronk.
god.
Oh, feel the
He's like,
power.
he's
Oh,
iconic. He's so freaking iconic. She's just like, she is up there with Hades. They are
Oh,
both willing to kill and manipulate, but man, oh man, are they iconic villains. And she has got one killer singing voice. If you've ever heard Eartha Kitt,
yes.
Yzma actually did have a song called Snuff the Light. And when you hear that song, it is such a bop.
Mm.
oh, I'm gonna have to listen to that sometime.
I mean, my goodness. Yeah.
When a woman acquires a certain age, and the man, it pays to avoid the sunlit days and live by the light of the kindly moon.
She just starts out like a lounge singer, and then it just gets into this like really good, almost like, I can't even describe it properly. Definitely go listen to it when you have the chance.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, next we have Rourke from Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
Rourke, oh yeah, I would definitely put him at. He is definitely high up there. If he's willing to destroy an entire ancient civilization for money, he's definitely up there.
Yeah.
I mean, he shot the king. Or no, did he shoot the king?
he
Or
shot
did
the
he?
king, yeah.
I know he punched him like in the gut. Wait, he actually shot him?
I think so. It's been a while since I've seen the movie.
Huh.
I think he hit. Yeah, I think he hit him. He was threatening to shoot him, but he gut punched him, and that caused internal bleeding.
Mm,
Right, that's what I remember.
And then he pointed the gun at the king, but he didn't shoot anything,
Gotcha.
or he didn't shoot at anyone. But
Right.
yeah, so I would definitely put him at a low S, high A. I mean, he technically did kill the king of Atlantis, but I don't think it was his intention. I mean, not right away.
Yeah. Okay, Gantu from Lilo and Stitch.
Okay, now here's one thing, and I'm gonna take this from Rebecca Parham. She actually makes a good point. He is only following what he believes is right. He is a cop. And at the beginning, Stitch wasn't exactly good, so I wouldn't consider him a bad guy. I mean, at the end, yeah, he's gonna follow the rules to a T, and he is going to be a little snarky about it, but he's not really a true villain, if you think about it. I mean, if you give him your drink at a party and ask him to watch over it, he's going to do it. But that's my opinion. I would definitely put him more at a C.
Yeah, definitely. Not to mention the fact that he gets a lot more humanity in Lilo and Stitch's series.
Yeah.
So I'd probably put him like maybe like a high C, maybe next to Pain and Panic.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, next we have. I can't remember this guy's name, but he's like that weird crab alien creature from Treasure Planet.
Mr. Thorpe. Mr. Thorpe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely put him in S because he was the one who killed off the second in command by cutting the rope.
Yeah.
He is sadistic.
Yeah. And right after that, we have Long John Silver.
That's a tough one. I
Yeah.
mean,
He's
I
he's
want
kind
to
of
say
he's kind of a mixed bag when you really think about it. Because on the one hand, yeah, he's doing all this this bullshit and awful things just to get the treasure. But on the other hand, you can tell he definitely has like a connection with Jim Hawkins, and you feel that throughout the movie.
Right.
Definitely.
He did redeem
Exactly.
himself.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what I think he's not really a true villain. He starts out as a villain, but slowly he goes through a transformation and does become good. Not entirely good, but I would say more an anti-villain. I would say that when you call it like an anti-villain.
Yeah. So
He did keep the men from trying to hurt Jack. Or I mean from Jim.
Hmm.
Like at one point, like he was like really concerned for Jim's safety when the rest of the crew was about ready to like kill him for like that little orb near the end of the movie.
yeah. So I'm thinking maybe like
I
maybe
want
like
to.
maybe like High D.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like a high D, low C.
Yeah. All right. Next we have I can't remember his name, but Kenai's brother from Brother Bear.
Sitka.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sitka.
not Sitka. No, Sitka was the eagle, the oldest. Kenai. His name was Kenai.
No, Kenai's the one that turned to the bear. But this is the brother, the one that's trying to kill the bear. And bear who
Oh, wait. Tanahi.
yeah, him.
Yeah,
Okay,
his name was Tanahi.
yeah.
No, I wouldn't even consider him a villain at all.
Yeah, because when you really think about it, this is just one big misunderstanding. Like he thinks Kenai is the bear who killed his brother, and it's all from, and it comes from a place of passion, and you feel that it's completely understandable.
In fact, Kenai did the same thing. It's just you see the cycle.
Yeah. So
The whole movie is based on like the cycle,
yeah,
like a cycle of life and death, but also a cycle of grief.
yeah,
So I definitely want to put him down in D because he is not a villain, or
yeah.
even in F, he's not a villain at all. Just a man in pain.
Maybe
Yeah.
like I'm thinking maybe like low D, maybe like next to Amos.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, next we have Almia Slim from Home on the Range, another Disney film that I'm not the biggest fan of.
Didn't even watch it, so
Neither did I.
It's such a stupid movie.
ah.
Then should we just put this like not even a villain, just like a joke?
Yeah, I'm just putting an F.
I guess.
It's a terrible villain, terrible movie. Just moving on. The aliens from Chicken Little. Okay, these ones I don't think even count as villains because these are just aliens trying to find this kid for the parents.
Yeah, I definitely want to put this down like, well, their method wasn't exactly the best,
Hmm.
but at the same time, this is a father panicking because he lost his kid and can't find him.
Yeah, plus when you really
I
get down
want to
to
put
it,
this at a low.
they didn't exactly kill anyone. So inherently,
Yeah, I want to put this down at D, like a low D.
honestly, I'd argue putting it
What
in
do you-
F because when you really get down to it, they fixed everything by the end, and well, except for Foxy Loxy, which is a little messed up. You know what? Maybe E. Maybe like E.
Yeah, let's put it in E.
Yeah. Yeah, and let's move on because I don't want to talk this movie for any longer. Because like honestly, I fucking hate that movie. I fucking hate it.
Let's go.
The bowler hat guy from Meet the Robinsons.
Don't you mean the bowler hat itself? But he does have a name. He was the
Yeah,
little boy
It is
who
I, Mike
at first didn't
Yugovian.
catch the ball.
Right.
I wouldn't exactly call him a villain, just someone who's just heartbroken or just overly used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you look at how he's kind of like treated in the movie when he's a kid, he was just
used. And you kind of feel for him and when you find out who he really is. 'Cause then you can really understand where he's coming from and why he's so bent on what he's doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It makes him more it does make it's the hat that's really more the cruel one.
Yeah, in fact,
Yeah, I would put him at I would definitely put he's more of a henchman more than the bad guy.
yeah. Now, the bowler hat is the next one. The bowler hat is the true asshole.
Yeah, I mean enslaving all of humanity, I would definitely put it at a very high A.
In fact, I almost want to put it in like a low S. Like, it's like what this
Yeah.
fucking hat did is awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Low S, high A.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Next we have. Oh, I am blanking on this guy's name. He's that blonde-haired business prick from Bolt.
Bolt. I haven't seen Bolt.
Same.
Oh, I saw it a while ago. And go. Oh, I forget. I'm just putting in E because I can't remember. I can't remember anything.
Okay.
Okay, Dr. Facilier from The Princess and the Frog.
Ooh, we got
Ooh.
to put him at he's definitely high up there.
Oh,
I
definitely.
mean-
Definitely. I mean, his numbers alone.
I would say S. I want to say a low S or even just put him in the S category in general.
Oh, yeah, I'm putting like in the middle, like right next to Frollo.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can go with that.
They don't call him the Shadow Man for nothing.
Yeah. Oh, he's the best. And the fact that they got Keith David to voice him. Oh.
Ah, dude.
That was like they couldn't have done any better. And his song, Friends from the Other Side, he knocked it out of the freaking park.
Oh, he
That's what I
truly
mean.
did.
His numbers alone. I mean,
Oh.
Oh man. I would love to have if Alex Brightman would sing that song as Fizzarolli, I would die happy.
oh, dude.
I mean, that would be like no offense to Alex Brightman, but you cannot beat Keith David when he sings.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, I remember him as Goliath when I was a kid. That's how I recognized his voice. Is that it's Goliath? It's true because I watched Gargoyles religiously as a kid and still do. I love that show.
Yeah. Greg, that was his name.
Anyway.
His name. That was the name of the guy from Bolt. Greg German. Ugh, that was bugging me. And I feel we fucked up there. The hat had a name. It was Dolores.
Oh. Well,
Oh, you're right.
well, it's been a while. It's been a while since any of us saw like any of the movie.
Yeah. Anyways, next we have the Stabbington brothers from Tangled.
Well, they literally have stabbing in their name, so they might have a few lives under their belt.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They do feel serious, but I mean, even they're not exactly the smartest bunch around because even Mother Gothel could easily get them under her control, and then she could easily take them out.
Yeah. So maybe like a low A, low B.
Yeah, low B, high C. They're above Pain and Panic definitely as henchmen go.
Yeah. Okay, Mother Gothel.
I'm definitely putting her at like a very high A because this
Yeah.
woman and her manipulation skills are. Whew. I mean, she even stabbed Flynn Rider.
Yep.
Yeah,
She's definitely.
yeah, she's definitely a high A. I kind of want to put her like right next to Lady Tremaine because when you really think about it, their crimes are kind of similar to one another.
They are. Oh, have any of you listened to the song "Tough Love" that features Lady Tremaine, Mother Gothel, and the Evil Queen?
Can't say that I do.
I'll send it in the VC chat. It's by a group called Patty Cake, where they do the villain layer, where they do like original villain songs for the Disney villains.
Oh, okay. All right, next up we
I'll
have.
put it in the VC chat.
Next up we have. All hail His Royal Majesty, King Candy. Hello, my loyal subjects! Have some candy.
Ooh. And he's a AKA Turbo.
Turbo tactic.
Definitely a selfish.
Yeah.
He's definitely on that. I mean, he's willing to do anything. I mean, he even locked up Vanellope and was willing to even destroy her. Even.
Mm-hmm.
He destroyed his last world.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
he unintentionally, but I mean, still bad that he pretty much abandoned it anyway to save his own skin.
I would say he's definitely a high A as well.
Yeah. Maybe like right next to Clayton.
Yeah, Clayton.
All right, next we have the Duke of Weaseltown. Weaselton! It's Weaselton!
Well, you already know he's a coward and selfish and greedy.
Yeah. But on the other hand, he kind of does very little in the movie. He's not really that big a threat, so I don't know. I think I kind of want to put him like a D. Like, he's not really that big a threat. He's just a coward.
I agree. D. And a suck up.
Yeah. Low D, high E.
Okay, I found that song for you guys. Check it out after we're done with this.
Yeah. All right. Now Hans, on the other hand.
Ooh, I mean, definitely he's the opposite of Gantu. He starts out good, but his intentions become very clear at the end. He is just cruel. He was willing to kill Anna and Elsa.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to put him. Man, that's tough. Because he did go out and help the people, but I think that was just to improve his image and just hide his true intentions. I want to say a high A. I want to put him in A though.
Yeah. 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 Right
there. Like A and B, like between A and B.
Ooh, yeah. There we go. Right there. Okay. All right. Next we have. Oh, I'm blanking on his name. Oh, the bad guy from Big Hero 6.
They call him. I think I remember. Dr. Callahan.
Callahan. Thank you.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Callahan. Oh, this one.
He's an opera mask guy.
Well, actually, they were going to call him Kabuki, but I think that's what they were going to call him. But I think they just call him the masked villain or something. But they don't even give him a proper name in the movie.
Nope.
It's just Dr. Callahan. So this one's kind of tough because it feels like Kenai's brother, but at the same time, one of his students died because of his actions.
Right.
And
he barely showed any remorse.
Yeah.
But I think he even said it was Tadashi's own fault for running into the fire, but Tadashi was trying to save his teacher. So this is kind of tough because you also see where he's coming from.
Yeah.
He believed that his daughter was dead,
Yeah. I'm thinking
and
maybe
you
maybe like
kind of see the.
I'm thinking maybe like a low B, maybe.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
definitely put him at a low B because his actions were definitely not in the right place. But you can understand where these feelings are coming from.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
Okay, Assistant Mayor Bellwether from Zootopia.
Ooh, she is sadistic. But at the same time, it's like she feels that people like her are being oppressed by uh predators, so to speak.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she's going about this in like the most worst way possible. Heck, she shoots Nick to purposely try and kill to kill Officer Jenny.
Judy.
Judy, sorry.
Yeah.
I drew a blank there.
Yeah, you're good.
But she's definitely like at the high A. Like she's definitely a cruel person.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, right there. Right. Okay, blanking on these guys. These are like the little the little gun guys with the faces from Moana.
Oh, Kakamoa
Yeah,
or
those guys.
Kakamora.
Hmm.
They're pirates, as Maui calls them.
Yeah.
Murderous little pirates. Well, we don't see much of them. They're definitely it's hard to say. You know?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm, maybe
They don't really do much.
maybe like a high D, because they are technically still pirates.
Yeah, I'd say high D.
Yeah, like right next to Long John Silver. All right, Tamatoa.
Ooh,
Huh.
I definitely want to put him like at B.
Yeah.
I mean, he was willing to eat Maui, but at the same time, Maui did take his leg, so it was kind of like that eye for an eye thing going on. But he was also going to eat Moana if Maui didn't step in.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking like right next to
I
Ratcliffe.
want to say B.
Yeah. Like maybe like a
Yeah.
high B, like right next to right next to Ratcliffe. I'd rather be shiny.
Yeah. Like a treasure from a sun. Scrub the deck. Make it look shiny.
All right. I can't remember what her evil name is called, but the fiery version of Tafiti. Teka, thank you.
Yeah. I don't even think she really is a villain.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd put it down in D because the only reason why she becomes that way is because something precious was stolen from her, aka her heart. And when she does face off with Moana, she does calm down and gets close to Moana to it. it more like she starts to it's almost like the curse just begins to become undone just by Moana calmly addressing her instead of
All right. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Uh, Arthur, the insecurity virus from Ralph Breaks the Internet.
from I haven't seen that one.
I need a moment to recollect or remember. The insecurity virus. That it's been a while since I actually watched the movie, and that's the virus that turns into like a different version of Ralph, right?
Yeah, that's the virus that starts off like trying. I know Ralph let loose to ruin Slaughter Race, but then but it ends up creating like multiple versions of Ralph and everything. And funnily enough, those are like that's actually the last one, the last villain. But yeah.
I don't know, since I haven't seen the movie, I can't give my opinion.
Yeah.
Uh, I get well. From what I do remember from the movie, I'm guessing that this well, as the as it says from the name, the insecurity virus is that it's just misguided. I would say not really evil. I mean, it's just a manifestation of you know negative feelings you're dealing with, but I wouldn't call them evil though. Even though it led to um, I'm really trying my best to remember the plot of the movie, but I mean,
Well,
was the big threat of the virus being that it was going to literally break the internet, or
something like that, but I think I think most of it was I think because Penelope, his one and only friend to the internet and all glitz and glamour,
Yeah. Which also, if I could go a bit of a
you know?
if I could go a bit of a
yeah,
rant for a moment on how stupid that is so Vanellope. I'm not sure if I made this rant when we actually did the Disney movie tier list, but so Vanellope's the Slaughter Race, even though they have the piece and piece to fix the thing and all that, and that
Thumbnail. But where will we
I guess the Ralph clones can probably go in that bank as well, considering they only got created because of the virus.
right.
And there you go. That is our tier list on Disney villains.
I say we did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
I tend to go into over analytical mode when it comes to like stuff like this, especially with Disney villains.
I mean, nothing wrong with that. Give us a bit of a different
It does
perspective.
raise some good points.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like you would definitely be interesting to get into a conversation
Have you
with
guys ever? Oh, sorry.
So I was just gonna say, I feel like you would be a very interesting to have a conversation with if we ever decide to do the tier list on the Disney animated movies again.
Actually, that's another thing. I've actually thought about this, and I've read a few books about this whole theory about Captain Hook being an original Lost Boy.
Hmm. I've come across theories of that.
And I think it's plausible because if you think about it, it would explain why he hates uh, Peter Pan so much. And I mean, if he was an original Lost Boy and he was just abandoned by Peter Pan,
because he got too old, it would make sense. And given that the fact that Captain Hook is like one of the very few adults in Neverland. Look at the other pirates. I think those are other Lost Boys that got too old for Peter Pan.
Makes sense.
At least that's my theory. It does.
So would that mean that the other pirates and Mr. Smee were also once Lost Boys?
That's what I'm saying. I think that they were.
Yeah.
Or I think that Captain Hook took them in after maybe Peter Pan abandoned them and just like welcomed him in as his own band of like not only just pirates, but his own band of quote unquote lost boys. That's my theory in any way. And it does make sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense why they're so loyal to Captain Hook in general.
Yeah. Anyway,
it's hard to say. Well, it's hard to say. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say we're 27 minutes over the mark, so I think it's time we start wrapping things up.
Yep, let's wrap it up, folks.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm Shack Attack. You can catch me on my YouTube channel, Shack Attack 8, or check out my website, chakrivo.com. And, well, there's not much on there at the moment, just my demos and point of contact. If any of you out there have some projects that you think I'd be suited to voicing, so yeah.
Hey, I'm the Court Jester. You can find me, Court Jester VA, on Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter at Court Jester VA. You can also find my company, Court Jester Productions, on YouTube. That's Court Space Jester Space Productions. You can also find there's also Twitter for that as well at Jester Cartoons. We recently changed the ad because Court Jester Pro was feeling like a bit too mundane. So yeah, it's now at Jester Cartoons. You can find all our socials on my Twitter and on my YouTube. We make a lot of great cartoons, and we don't have a whole lot on YouTube right now, but we are trying to work on getting some content out there. But projects are on hold at the moment because I'm trying to work on getting a job and I'm getting funding for my cartoons. So if you would please donate to the Patreon, you can find the link on YouTube and on the Twitter. I would very much appreciate it. So yeah, check out my stuff. It's awesome.
Hi, this is Sweatsuki. You can also call me SW124. You can find me on my Archive of Our Own or my Tumblr page at SW124.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in. This has been a wonderful stream. Next week we will hopefully maybe have Cat back. If not, it's all good. We always have fun here, even if we lose a few members of our valued team. Until then, this has been a wonderful time, and we will see you all next time.